And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that?
Charles? I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Michelle. Able to power through. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Guys, man, complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it. This is Michelle. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now a play fake. Brady. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, the left-footed Ryan Allen to kick it away for the Pats. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will get the football at their 20. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Got it.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Ready. Ready. 11. 21.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And this is incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again. And now it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
5-8.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And now another one thrown incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
It was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on first down, second down, third down, all three incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On second down, here's Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Brady to Gronkowski for the Patriot first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground is Michel. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Brady to throw on second down. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Throwing is Brady on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, Breeze. Looking for Gann, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gault.
It's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 in excellent field position here.
Hey, 66.
They'll run with Michelle. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Man, how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Brady to Michelle on the screen. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Got it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now,
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Jordan. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Ginn. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Got it. Over. Okay.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 81 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Lutz now to kick this one away. And now out come the Patriots. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Michel. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Now it's Ginn. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Michelle. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense, as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Brady. His throw incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. New England on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw is Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come out here in the eye. Brady's going to sneak it, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. And Brady will sneak it, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the sneak, kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Michelle. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Gostkowski's kick is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Lutz now to kick this one away. So the Patriots coming out now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Breeze. And Gibbs got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
Good set. 5-8. 12.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
Good set.
They go play action here on first down. He's to the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Got it.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Breeze now. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Saints add on to their lead. And it's up and good. Lutz now to kick this one away. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Brady now on first down. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Demario Davis able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. On 2nd down, Hill. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Again, it's Michel. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. To throw on 3rd down, Brady. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Breeze now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
21.
Breeze will try again on second down. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Got it.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Two.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. It's a big play there for the Saints. 49 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They run it again with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Powerful running. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Brady now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Over the middle. Julian Edelman. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
New England on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Brady to throw, and that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Coverage there by Von Bell.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Saints are going to win this football game. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.